Hey guys, it's me, Post Editing Randomized User, and I know I haven't been uploading for 2 months, and this video is probably like 2 minutes, like 15 minutes long. And 2 months, yeah, it is a lot. And I'm not gonna quit YouTube at any time soon. So yeah, this is something I want to say. And I have some video idea I want to do, but like here's the thing I want to tell you. So the reason I haven't been uploading for 2 months was because I was at vacation. So yeah, I was at vacation and I wasn't at my home country at that during that time. So I couldn't do my video as much as I could or as much as I used to. So yes, and I've been doing bits and bits of my video until I could manage to do this last part. And this is the part I am doing right now, which is after editing all of this. Yeah, and number two, I haven't been uploading for 2 months because, well, part of it was my fault, which is procrastination, but I've been working on a server called Better Wolvesville, in which I simulate a Wolvesville game in Discord. Basically that. Yeah. So along the way I have collected some video idea, and this video was worked on before anonymous mode was even a thing, or before the killer update, and before the Y2K. So yes, this video has been on for like a long time, but now I'm here, and I hope I can consistently upload, but I will not quit at any time soon. So go ahead and enjoy the video, and if you enjoy the overall content, why not subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. So go ahead and enjoy the video. There's a skill Evil does in Wolvesville, and this skill is called fake claiming. Fake claiming is the main entry of spreading deception as a werewolf in this game. And apparently it's a hard thing for some players to do due to the environment they are in or the game mode they are playing, such as in quick game or sandbox. And mainly because of these two roles. And you know what these two roles are. Yeah, let's just pretend that these roles doesn't exist. Before we get to this, let's explain as to why we fake claim. Number 1, informers are less likely to check you, killing roles are less likely to kill you, and village won't ask you for role. Informers already got information from you, and the information is your role, and their goal here is to find newfound information. So they're going to check silent player over players who acclaimed anyway. And if there's an example like Orasier checking a Beast Hunter claim and they found them unknown, well, it won't be beneficial information anyway, since solo killers also has an unknown aura and most solo killers claim Beast Hunter. It will also be a bad idea for the killing role to risk shooting you over an unclaimed and a silent player who isn't really participating in this game, and village won't ask you for role because they already know your role. Second of all, it makes a player you counterclaimed have a counterclaim and not gain credibility for having no counterclaim at all. Beast Hunter is a scapegoat in itself if it's RRV or it has a counterclaim. However, if it has no counterclaim, then it is believed as to be a Beast Hunter since no one else claims to have Beast Hunter except him. You should also counterclaim Orasier or Detective or literally any informer, and the metaphor ranked here is that you counterclaim any fixed role that is not a gunner or etc. And mainly Detective or Orasier or any information, because if you do not counterclaim, then they are going to gain more trust easily and you cannot defend yourself against them. Number 3, it allows you to push someone else. Now, realistically speaking, if you're a villager and there's a player who hasn't claimed all day and is pushing someone who claimed, Would you push the person who claimed, or would you push the person who is pushing but isn't claiming? Now, if we're being too generous and assume that this player is a gunner, well, wouldn't they shoot? And also, this suggests that the pusher is actually a werewolf who wants to try for a mislynch but isn't contributing. Now, things to note. Number 1, there's no shame in experimenting with claims. If you're an evil, you can try out a variety of claims and see which one suits you well. And there will be no shame in losing if you try out that claim, since you know it will suit you, and you can try out again and again, since it's the fun of this game to try new things. Number 2, it isn't advised to go with the same claim every game. Sure, you're afraid of getting out of your comfort zone with the same claim, such as every lobby you would claim Beast Hunter. However, it is not advised, because 1, it won't help you improve your fake claims, and number 2, if you're playing in the same lobby with the same player, they're going to suspect you if you fake claim that role, because they'll draw the conclusion that it's you because you claimed this role and turned out to be evil. And another thing is, it's boring. Next is, don't claim something that will get you killed. An example is that you claim Fool the first day as a werewolf or a soul killer. Well... And yeah, claim Priest or Gunner. This is the best way to win. Obviously you won't get shot by the real one, would you? It's alright to mess up. Even if you don't get it right, you can still improve and learn from it. Try to learn from your mistake and see how you can improve. So now let's get on with the fake claims. First off is informer claims. Among the common claims are Orathir claims, however detective is the easiest one. Informer claims usually gives you trust and makes you be able to push someone. And usually village will try and look at the lead from any informer. It makes the informer have a counterclaim. And the image right there explains it from one of Hypostein's video. An Orathir is much stronger than a detective that has a counterclaim. You need to counterclaim an informer so that they won't be proven and lead the game more easily. It's a bit easy to mess up, especially if you frame the wrong person. So now we will go over some informers. So first one we'll go through is Aura. Selling and proving can be used early in the game. If your teammate is barely any use to you and they have no ability to contribute, such as a Wolvesville who doesn't check anyone for the first night, or Voodoo Werewolf who chooses to mute someone the first night, or they're a Junior Werewolf that has an on-death ability, or they're AFK, then... Hey, why are you grabbing the knife? Hey, you're a traitor. I thought we were on the same side. Here's your meat, sir. And proving can be used early in the game to prove people so that you can gain trust. Yeah, don't try to call a priest or a gunner evil. Though, don't prove scapegoats. Framing is used later in the game. Now, before you frame, make sure you know who you frame. If you're framing a player who's already proven, well, you're the one who's getting killed. And you want to mislynch unproven scapegoats that cannot prove themselves, such as a beast hunter, a doctor, a bodyguard, or a support role that cannot prove themselves or is not proven by any other informer. And you cannot call people who are checked good by other informers as scapegoat, since it will be contradicting enough for you to have different results than other informers. So remember, you want to have as many scapegoats as possible, since you should use them to mislynch them. Why do you mislynch scapegoats? So that you will not have to waste a kill on them, since wasting a kill on them will prove them. Claims like Sheriff, Detective, and Spiritier are rather destructive, but can give you trust. If played right, Detective, Sheriff, and Spiritier claims can cause damage to the village. Number 2. Support or protectors. Example of this is Doctor, Flagger, RRV, or just any scapegoat. It is good if they're fixed so that fixed roles can have a CC and be scapegoats, because if they do not have a counterclaim, then they are confirmed. And you want to counterclaim the fixed roles so that they won't be confirmed. However, any claim is better than not claiming at all. Number 3. Role switching. Role switching is where two players claim each other's role, and this is mostly done by couples or recruits of the instigator team. An example of this is that you're coupled with a werewolf and your witch. So what you do is that you as a witch will kill someone, and your werewolf will claim witch while you claim a different role. That way the werewolf will be confirmed witch. This is also done with Instigator and his recruit, bandit team, and werewolves. As a bandit, you claim the accomplice's previous role, while your accomplice claims a different role. And role switching with werewolves can be used in late game, where you need a certain werewolf, like Junior Werewolf, lynched or killed so that you can win. And like that, you claim Junior Werewolf itself so that you don't get lynched, while Junior Werewolf claims a different werewolf. Number 4. Baiting. Baiting is a strategy where a villager claims a different village role to throw off the werewolves and also remain hidden. While of course you're just going to ask, how do you do it without throwing? And there are some conditions you have to do it without actually throwing. So here are some things. Number 1, don't bait as an informer. Your information is crucial to the village, and not sharing your information would lead to a disadvantage to the village. And besides, evil will claim your role and they will be more trusted since they're the only informer that has this role. Such as if you're an overseer that baited and someone else claims overseer, they will be trusted and be considered that they are the only overseer and they have no counterclaim. And remember, the information you gain, you are the only one who sees this information. It isn't recommended to bait as a fixed role. Well, unless you are a self-provable role like medium, gunner, priest, and etc., you have to reclaim at some point, or you have to claim your real role. If you are scapegoat, such as fixed tough guy, fixed doctor, fixed beast hunter, fixed etc., you have to claim. You shouldn't fake claim, since wolves will most likely counterclaim you. You're probably going to ask, why should we claim as a fixed role and not bait? The reason for this is that evil may steal your role if you decide to fake claim as a scapegoat, meaning that your counterclaim will have more trust than you, and if you were to reclaim later in the game, like day 4 or day 3, you will be killed for not counterclaiming. Third thing is that you shouldn't fake claim for so long. If you are something like a medium, do not fake claim for so long, because if you do fake claim for so long, then werewolves might try and steal your role. If you have fake claimed Aura or RV as jailer or etc., you have to reclaim at some point before 1. Werewolves will steal your role, and 2. You will get suspected and voted. Though I was guilty of this one time, so let's not talk about that. And lastly, just because you can bait doesn't mean you should. Now, with those out of the way, let's get to the most common baits. Another example of a bait is medium claiming Red Lady, Ghost Lady, and RRV. The reason for this bait is that medium can stay hidden and won't get attacked, and that medium can still revive, but medium has to reclaim after reviving. This could also apply to roles like Doctor, Butcher, and other RRVs, but this is only if you are a regular villager and not fixed. Cursed, well, maybe, but I don't know about this one since maybe you might get banned. Another example is Ghost Lady, Bodyguard, Tough Guy claiming something like Doctor, or any other RRV that can get killed. And the reason they do that is that they can get attacked themselves, but this is only if they are an RRV. This could also be applied to the roles shown here. Now, next one, the big one. Gunner or Priest claiming Aura Seer or Spirit Seer. But isn't it throwing? You can't just claim an Informer as Gunner and hope for a lucky day one. Well, obviously it does seem throwing, but it just depends on how you're going to use it. But it shouldn't be to the degree where you call someone evil and then you get them lynched and then get yourself lynched just so that you can throw. And because someone on the internet that goes by randomized user told you that. And don't do it in sandbox mode. You'll definitely get reported no matter how justified it is. You call player evil the first day, and you'll see how they defend themselves or if they claim. If their claim is solid, don't shoot. If their defense is solid, don't shoot. If they don't do any of this, then you shoot. Though the evil information would only work on a new ranked player or a plant since they cannot defend themselves if they're an evil, however, may defend themselves if they're a villager. While a solid or a good player will defend themselves no matter their role, whether village or not. Now, with Priest claiming Aura and calling someone unknown, it's actually better than calling someone an evil since you get so much information from unknown information and you also don't get shot should you call someone who can kill you an evil. If you were to call a good unknown villager unknown as Priest, they would most likely confirm it even if they were supposedly baiting with a good aura, then they would reclaim into an unknown role. And if you were to call something like a werewolf unknown, then they would reclaim to this unknown role if they ever claim good, since they will assume that you are a solo killer that called them unknown. And then usually players who reclaim from good aura to an unknown aura would usually mean they're hiding good unknown role or an evil. Now, if you were to call a villager with a good aura unknown, they will deny unknown and say that they're actually a good aura role, which is their role. And sometimes werewolf can deny unknown, however, it depends on the behavior. Next is good information. Good information won't do much since at best you can call an unknown villager good and they will just claim their actual role and push you. But then you could call a werewolf good and they obviously won't deny good because why would they deny good just so they can claim a subpar beast hunter claim? And even then, a solo killer will also deny good. Anyway, this is the end of the video, and if you enjoyed the video, why not like, and if you enjoyed the overall content, why not subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.